ready. What up? Let's get to it. So you know the draft is officially over. Minnesota Vikings, Quasi, Kevin O'Connell, etc., etc. Most would say had a pretty solid draft. You dig me? Yeah, most would definitely say the Minnesota Vikings won the draft, dog. Hands down, man down, huh? I would say the same thing. Now, of course, players have to pan out, you know. Players have to show up, show out, do their job, prove they can play football. You dig me? Every year we see it, year in, year out, year in, year out. Can they play? Can they not play? Can they play? Can they not play, dog? So players got to prove it, dog. Period, bottom line. But with that being said, it's clearly evident, yeah, the Vikings made it very evident that they believe in a receiving core. Oh, yeah, dog. With the moves that were made in the draft or moves that weren't made in the draft, the Vikings definitely show, that they believe in their receiving core, homie. Now, some people may say, oh, why didn't they draft a receiver? Or, we know it's some UDFA receivers in there. We'll see how it goes, dog. But some may say, hey, why didn't they draft a receiver? KJ Osborn, they released him, let him go, didn't re-sign him, huh? You talk about the receiving core, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, really the two solidified players. Everybody else in question from the third string, fourth string, third receiver, fourth receiver, still up in the air, dog. That position is up for grabs, in my opinion, right? Because we know you got Jalen Nailor, Brandon Powell. It's obvious the Vikings like Brandon Powell. And just speaking of Brandon Powell, I love his tenacity, his mentality, his heart. Yeah, maybe undersized, but he plays with heart, dog. He plays with a chip on his shoulder, huh? Had a few big catches for the Vikings last season, right? Now will the Vikings need more from him? Yes. Does he still have to improve and contribute at a higher level? Yes, dog. But that's part of the process. But Brandon Powell definitely was a smart re-signing. And we talk about depth chart, the receiver room. But I'm sure if Kevin O'Connell, Keenan McCardell, the receivers coach, Quasi, if they didn't believe in Brandon Powell, Jalen Nailor, they probably would have drafted a wide receiver, dog, late in the draft, huh? People talk about weapons. It was even speculation that the Vikings might even draft Marvin Harrison Jr. at one point, homie. They was talking about that. Does it make sense? Would it have made sense? In my opinion, no. You got too many holes to fill. But that's a sure talent, huh? That's a player who's expected to come in right away, make noise, and ball out. You get my drift? So that's just different ways you can look at it. But we talk about the receiving room as a whole. I'm sure, once again, if the Vikings didn't believe in those guys, they would have drafted a player, huh? Oh, yeah. They would have brung a player in a building who they think could potentially compete, make the team, make the squad, whether it be third string, fourth string. You dig me? But obviously, something about Brandon Powell, Jalen Nailor. Now, Jalen Nailor, he's still the wild card. Heavy, dog. In my opinion, right? He's still the wild card of the bunch. Now, him coming out of college, Michigan State, same receiver, same guy that Keenan McCardell pounded the table for him, smashed on the table, said, hey, get him in the building. So Keenan McCardell, former NFL wide receiver, right? Legendary wide receiver for the Jags. You would think he has an eye for talent. If he stamps a receiver, it's damn near 1,000%, dog, right? Now, we know it's never nothing guaranteed. It's a draw to straw. But at the end of the day, when you got one of the top receivers, elite receivers in NFL history vouching for you, slamming the table for you, it means something, dog. But in my opinion, out of the whole wide receiver room, Jalen Nailor, dog, he's still the wild card. It can go either way with Jalen Nailor, right? He could come out this season, stay healthy. That's the first thing, right? Stay healthy. That's been his biggest setback, really being injured, dog. He battled a hamstring injury the whole season, pretty much all of last season. So that's the big question for him. Can he stay healthy a full season? You're talking about a man who balled out OTAs, high expectations, made a name for himself. You dig me? OTAs balled out. Training camp, hamstring. Preseason, regular season, missed most of the season, hamstring, dog. But even in times he got in the game, late in the regular season, he had some flashes. So just think if he can get a full offseason, full OTA, full training camp, you dig me? Full preseason, really get them reps, put that work in. Oh man, the sky's the limit. Matter of fact, there's no limit for that dude, huh? Yeah, so that's my opinion. Like I said, high expectations, man, coming out of college. He has all the attributes: speed, quickness, agility, solid route runner, huh? And this is the season. This is his make or break season, dog. This is his make or break season, homie. You could compare this season for him like you can kind of compare it to KJ Osborn last season. I think he failed. No disrespect. I'm just stating facts. Hands down, man down, dog 1000. I don't think KJ Osborn had a successful season. If you're just looking at numbers alone, whether it be PFF grades, huh? Stats, receptions, touchdowns, dog, yards. You dig me? I think he regressed, homie. And that's just what the numbers say, huh? And even the eye test, what does the eye test say, right? He didn't do enough. He wasn't consistent. That was KJ Osborn's biggest problem, right? Do you remember that? I remember that, huh? That was his biggest problem. One game he go crazy, 8 catches, 100 plus, touchdown, bam. Next game, 0, nada. Next game on lock. He don't make noise again till 2-3 weeks later. That won't cut it in the NFL, dog. Especially you talking about you a number 3 receiver, a true number 3. You damn sure ain't a number 2. You damn sure ain't a number 2, homeboy. And once again, no disrespect to KJ Osborn. I wish him the best. You know, he's going to the Patriots. They just drafted Drake May, so they're trying to build a system, right? Build around the quarterback. So he could, like I say, a change of scenery sometimes is everything, dog. But I just don't feel like KJ Osborn is that elite receiver. I think he is who he is, dog, and we've seen that. Yeah, I think he has reached his ceiling as a receiver, dog. Now, am I calling him slaw, trash? No, I ain't gonna say that. Can he still contribute in certain ways? Oh, hell to the yeah. But at the end of the day, do I believe in him to be a solidified true number 2, a certified 3? No, dog. I don't think he brings enough to the table. And I know it's questions about Brandon Powell as well, because let's face it, it was a lot of games where, especially when Jetta was injured, didn't nobody show up, dog. Defenses had wide receivers on clamps. Man, there was times KJ Osborn looked like he running in quicksand, homie. So we got to be real. Brandon Powell, Nailor got a lot to prove, homie. Heavy. I'm going to keep it real deal. No Holyfield, but shout out Holyfield. He is a boxing legend, homie. But it was a few games, especially late in the season when defenses started figuring out, right? Yeah, started implementing certain defensive schemes to shut Powell down, shut Osborn down. Even Addison, dog, it was some games he was on clamps. Huh? I remember when they played Denver, a game they should have won. Wasn't nobody doing nothing, dog. Even TJ Hawkinson, huh? Yeah. On clamps, on lock. Not gonna cut it, homie. Huh? Especially you talk about the defensive teams. Forget the whole NFL, the NFC. We talking about the North. Talk about the North right now, big dog. You talk about the Packers, defense solid. Bears, defense solid. The Bears are a playoff team now, homie. Period. My point exactly, dog. The Bears are officially a playoff team. Drafting Caleb Williams, huh? Then you get Adunze in the mix. They got weapons all over the field, and their defense is stacked. Huh? Defensive-minded head coach. Now, I know. Like I said, you got to show improve, huh? It all got to come together. But at the end of the day, you compare the rosters, look at their roster, the additions they made. The Bears right there in the mix, homie. The Bears right there in the mix, dog. So the Vikings, they have questions about the receiver room, but at the end of the day, Kwesi O'Connell proved that they believe in their receiving room. Heavy. Huh? Some fans may believe in Powell and Nailor. I think Nailor can be a good receiver, dog. I think Jalen Nailor has the ability to be a solid 3 if he can reach his maximum potential and stay healthy, dog. Big part of it, staying healthy. You dig me? You get my drift? But yeah. Definitely think the Vikings believe in their receiving room, dog, whether it's because Keenan McCardell was in their ear, If he's telling Quasi, oh, these guys will be all right, give it time, let me work with him, give it one more season. Nah, Jalen Nailor, he's going to be nice. He's going to be one of them guys. All right, bet. But we know for sure Justin Jefferson, depending on how that situation goes, Jordan Addison, two top ends, dog. Now your third string, bam. That's who got to prove the point, huh? Jalen Nailor or Brandon Powell, who gonna battle? Who gonna win the battle, homie? That's my opinion on it, man. Make sure you fire them comments up. Do you agree or disagree? Do the Vikings believe in their receiving room, homie? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm on and rock and rolling. Big SKOL here. SKOL Vikes forever, man. Win, lose, or draw. 1,000, huh? Yeah.